Greetings fam, today we're checking out the Samsung 32" Odyssey QD OLED G8, G8 1SF, and after diving deep into tests, user feedback, and spec sheets, I think this monitor might just be one of the most powerful all-round displays out there for gamers and creators alike. If you've been hunting for a monitor that can do everything, sharp 4K visuals, butter smooth motion, cinematic contrast, stick around. Already curious? Click the link in bio and let's explore what this beast offers. From the start, what struck me most is the display tech. A 32" QD OLED panel delivering full 4K, 3840x2160, with glare-free coating to reduce reflections. Handy if you game or work in a bright room. Color reproduction is strong. The panel supports up to 1 billion colors, with 99% DCI-P3 gamut coverage for rich, accurate hues. For movies, creative work, or HDR content, that alone sets this monitor apart from typical LCDs. On the performance front, it hits ridiculous numbers: 240Hz refresh rate and 0.03 milliseconds (GTG) response time, ideal for fast-paced action, shooters, racing games or esports. Combined with adaptive sync tech, AMD FreeSync Premium Pro Plus G-Sync compatibility, this monitor delivers smooth motion with minimal tearing or stutter. For competitive gamers or anyone sensitive to input latency and ghosting, that's as good as it gets without going to dual monitor or ultra-wide extremes. Watching movies, playing immersive games, or even editing video, photos feels like an upgrade. The OLED panel gives phenomenal contrast, deep blacks, vivid highlights, thanks to its 1:1 static contrast ratio and HDR support via VISA Display HDR True Black 400, HDR10+. Dark scenes show subtle details, colors pop naturally, and overall the visual depth feels cinematic. I also love that Samsung added protection measures. Their OLED Safeguard Plus cooling and thermal modulation systems help guard against burn-in and overheating, which gives more confidence in long-term use. In real-world gaming, many reviewers mention that motion clarity and responsiveness feel outstanding, even in titles with fast camera pans or quick turning, something that older LCD panels struggle with. Even with HDR content, the monitor handles contrast and color grading quickly and smoothly, making shadows, textures, and lighting pop more realistically than many non-OLED monitors. But let's talk about the drawbacks. Nothing is perfect, and the G8 is no exception. First, like many premium OLED panels, the typical brightness, about 260 candelas per square meter, isn't blazing high. So in very bright ambient light you might not get the same HDR punch as a high-brightness LCD or mini LED. Second, some gamers, users online raise concerns about the coating on the screen. A few report that reflections are handled, but the coating gives a slightly textured look which might appear grainy to some eyes. The coating on the G8 1SF is more aggressive and a lot grainy than on the G8 0SD. Also worth noting, OLED monitors sometimes raise long-term questions about burn-in, though Samsung's safeguard efforts reduce that risk, but people sensitive to static interface elements, toolbars, HUDs, might still be cautious. Finally, to fully exploit 4K at 240Hz you'll need a powerful GPU. Anything mid-range might struggle to reach high FPS in modern 4K AAA games, so often you'll be trading resolution or detail to maintain frame rates. So is the Samsung Odyssey QD OLED G8 worth buying? For many, yes, absolutely. If you're building a gaming rig with a capable GPU, or you care deeply about image quality, color accuracy, contrast, and smooth motion, this monitor delivers a rare blend of cinematic OLED visuals and high refresh rate responsiveness. It stands out especially for gamers, content creators, or anyone wanting future-proof 4K performance and deep blacks. If your priorities are simpler, casual use, basic office work, or budget constraints, then maybe it's overkill. But for serious users, I think it's a top-tier pick that balances cutting-edge specs and real-world usability beautifully. Click the link below for the best price.